Good evening, everybody. I'm Pete, and this is Austin, and we really want to thank you for asking us to go second behind the amazing high school girls, the super cool tomato technology, and the perfect presentation. You really set us up for a win. Thanks. Jeeyo is a new social app inspired by its older siblings. In making Red Current and Peak, our team learned that to discover great events and to overcome FOMO, what we actually needed to do was to make social networks social again. So months ago, we set out to do just that. We trust that the social media of tomorrow will actually be a little different than it is today. And more importantly, we strongly believe that people are naturally connected to one another. We each share experiences, curiosities, interests, vulnerabilities, and dreams with countless other people. So let's ignore the politics, the geographies, and the backgrounds for a minute. And let's connect with each other because we're crazy about dogs. We're trying to master something new. We can't get enough Tiesto boom. We're working on our faith, or we're addicted to scootering, or Bauhaus, or shoes. Jeeyo is all about making stories together. It makes sense, no? In music, in technology, in industry, in all aspects of life, collaboration, the act of creating something together, is not only how the good stuff gets made, but how we ensure that we enjoy the journey along the way. Sure, social will still have selfies and little brags, but soon it will be much less about me, much more about we. So hey, Austin, let's start a story together.
Easy, just click the orange plus. Let's see if we can get you guys in here.
Oh, wow. Maybe, yeah, that's...
We'll do.
Woo! Austin's our top photographer. So you create a post. We could add it to an existing story, but instead, let's create a new one. Give it a name. Tech events in the Twin Cities. I like it. And yet, don't make it private. No, keep it public so we can all add to it. We could choose to keep it global or constrain it to just this venue, but instead, let's link it to the city, all the Twin Cities actually, and have it end not in a day like most stories, but let's make this one end in a month. And Austin, when you're all done, let's bookmark this story so it's easy to find later. With this action, we've made a new envelope, and we've just put the first bit of content in. We want all of you to add to it. We didn't scream, "Look at me." Instead, we grabbed a ball, knocked on a door, and we're asking all of you to come play. Stories are found via posts and announcements in your feed, as well as with quick filters. Touch private, touch following, touch trending, bookmarked. You can find stories based on search or on location. Geography is actually kind of cool. You can look up a venue, touch stories nearby, find them in any city, or use the map. Here are all the stories at Pantages Theater right now. There's going to be other types of use cases, certainly, but some of them are sure to be about being somewhere where there's lots of other people, at a concert, a club, a business expo, an event. In these cases, Jeeyo is reinventing the hashtag. It needs an upgrade. Sure, hashtags were fun for years, but they're just an anonymous index of content. We mostly use them as a joke or as a fire hose to sprinkle the infield. If I poll this room and I ask you, do hashtags make you feel more connected, truly connected to people? I don't think you'll say yes. And unlike hashtags, stories are not at all an index of content produced in parallel. Stories are about reactions, responses, riffs.
Hold on a second, Pete. We got to add Keith into here. He's the one helping us out with all the audio and everything. There we go.
Add the button. He's a good-looking guy. I like that.
There we go. He's in the story.
Jeeyo does something else truly unique and social. We give control of the story to the person that started it. They can remove content that they consider off-topic or even dull. They act as sort of a curator. And when the story is over, they can make an album from its constituent posts, a keepsake, a collection. Here's a story that Austin made with his buddies down in Patagonia when the rest of us were working, if I have that right. I think it's pretty cool. One adventure, many voices. I hope that's not you, Austin. To create an album, all Austin has to do is hit the button, choose the posts he wants to include, check the order, and done. And albums have huge social fan out, not only to your followers, but to the followers of everyone who posted. And maybe in a month or a year, you or someone else will want to repost that album to remind us all about that chilly polar plunge. We expect Jeeyo stories to replace Twitter battles. And as a dad, I very much look forward to bringing kids, parents, and relatives from all over together on a single platform telling private stories. We've talked to quite a few influencers and brands. They want to make stories with each other. And they see stories and albums as a new way to connect and engage their community. As you can imagine, since we just released, the app is quite young. So we're tweaking the user experience. And we're working to get Android caught up with iOS. Here are some of the technologies we rely on. In particular, of late, we've been super excited about Branch.io, which helps us pass metadata through the download process. It's nice that they're doing that lifting. As a business, we use these tools for our team. And Austin would want you all to know that Screen Hero just dominates Hangout nowadays. All our development is done in-house, except for Android. For that, we contract Livefront, and we use that guy right there. We're all a fan. He's our kind of freak. After you download Jeeyo tonight, I ask you to do only one thing. Find smart, funny, or thoughtful friends. Start a public story that only your crew can add to, but we can all watch. Show us what you're into or what you know something about. Make it clever, useful, or authentic. It'll be a thrill to see what you make. Tell stories together. Have a great night.